Hi, Diana. Come on up.
Cherith, good to see you. I'm Diana Shiflett, and I'm the author of Spiritual Practices in Community. And I've been a pastor for 24 years at this point. I know I look good for my age, thanks. Yeah. You might feel so filled to overflowing right now and think, I hope she's not going to talk. She's not. So I'm going to give you 1 minute of silence. And what you're going to do during that 1 minute of silence is you are actually going to follow your thoughts. Allow your thoughts to go wherever they go. And just pay attention. Don't try to control anything or change anything that goes through your mind. So this is 1 minute of silence to allow your thoughts free rein. Okay, if you have something to write with or to write down, here I'm like shining it all in your faces. I'm showing you that it was really 1 minute. Jot down at least one thing that went through your mind during that 1 minute. If you have a way to document it, document one thing that went through your mind during that 1 minute. Just going to give you a couple seconds to do that, so just document the one thing. Okay, now turn to one other person and tell them one thing that you're not embarrassed to share. But if you love to share embarrassing things, feel free. Because it might be that you thought of something, you thought that wasn't very spiritual. It's okay. Go ahead and share with the person next to you one thing that went through your mind. All right, did both people get to share? Make sure both people got to share. I don't give you 15 minutes like Cherith does. All right, I have a question. Who thought of something that wasn't spiritual? Raise your hand. Okay, good job. Who thought of something that was really deep and you were like, wow, that person was so wise. I'm going to remember this forever. Raise your hand. What the? I thought, yeah, me too. Yeah, okay. All right, who thought about their schedule today, the rest of their day? Yeah, that oftentimes happens. Raise your hand if you were worrying about someone that you love or maybe don't love it. Look at that. That's way more than the spiritual things. Okay. All right. Those are very normal things to think and feel and experience. I'm sorry, I'd love to see faces. Here's the thing. When we go into silence, that's always what happens. And this is actually why we avoid silence. It's usually stressful. When I did this with preschoolers, I said, okay, what were you thinking about? They're like, rainbows and unicorns. I was like, I never get that with adults. Faith like a child. So this next time, we're going to enter into another minute of silence. And this time, I'm going to invite you to allow yourself to be in the presence of God. So whatever that looks like for you, if it's you're sitting next to him, if you go someplace in your mind, allow yourself to go there. If it's a conversation or if it's just a feeling, allow yourself for this next minute to experience the presence of God. Amen. Go ahead and jot down one more time something that you thought about during that 1 minute of silence. Now, in 15 seconds or less, turn to your friend and tell them how that minute was different than the first for you. How was the first minute different from the second minute for you? Go. Make sure both people get to share. Okay, raise your hand. Raise your hand if you felt more anxiety the second time. More anxiety. Yeah, that happens. So the three of you that raised your hand. It happens. It's real. Raise your hand if you felt more peace. Look around the room. Keep your hand in the air. There's nothing better than the presence of God. Amen.